Hey guys, my name is Matimio, and today I have another episode of Field Test. This is a series where in the comment section, you guys let me know what loadout you guys want me to try in the next video. I pick from the top 3 most thumbs ups loadout, and then I give that setup a whirl. Essentially what we're trying to do here is to find loadouts or setups that may have gone unnoticed and then bring them to light, or if you guys want me to try out a particular weapon that you think might be effective but you don't have the time to test it out yourself, I will test it and put it through the paces for you and kind of give my thoughts on it. For today, we are testing out the G53 with the Cobra heavy barrel attachments, the M9 sidearm, RPG, and repair tool. So my first initial reaction to this weapon really was not all that favorable, to be honest. I did not feel like I could stay on target very well. The recoil just did not feel very manageable. It felt like it just kind of sporadically went all over the place. And whenever I got into an engagement, I never felt confident that I could take out the target before they would take me out. And when I play Battlefield 3, I always like to feel very comfortable. I like to know that if I get into an engagement, I'm going to take them out before, they can even react, or I just know when the enemy is going to fall. And I did not feel that sense of confidence when I was using this weapon. And it just felt like I was fighting more of the gun's recoil than in the person in front of me. And to be honest, that is a huge turnoff when I'm playing Battlefield 3. I mean, when I play, I want to know how the weapon's going to perform so that when I am shooting, I can compensate for that recoil and I can stay on target. And I just did not feel that sense of control with the G53, and it was probably one of the largest turnoffs when using it. That being said, though, I actually went to a website to check out the recoil numbers for this weapon, expecting them to be really high, but what I discovered is that they are actually very low, and I couldn't really grasp my head around this because, I just couldn't see those numbers being corresponded to the weapon that I played in game. Like I said already, I just could not get a handle on the recoil. And from the numbers that I saw on the website, you would assume that that weapon would be extremely accurate, but that's just not what I felt and what I experienced when actually using this on the battlefield. So I was kind of surprised by that information. So after an extensive amount of time using this weapon, I found that the best way to use it was to try to get into close encounter engagements or even medium engagements so that you weren't having to fight the recoil. Those long ball shots, I just could not line up a shot to save my life, and it just led to frustration. So when I actually did start to play the map up close and personal, I found this weapon to be much more effective. It has a reasonably high RPM of 750, which is maybe not high. It's about average for the engineer class, and it did reasonably well up close. It wasn't fantastic, it wasn't, mind-blowing by any means, and I still think there are a lot of weapons out there that are a lot better for close encounter engagements. But for what it is, and for the amount of frustration I had trying to use this at long range or just trying to play the long game, the up-close combat was actually enjoyable, and I had a much more enjoyable experience when I started to play the map like this. Some attachments that I would recommend for this loadout would be to slap on a foregrip, and I know a lot of players don't like using the foregrip since the most recent patch because they did nerf it. Now at long distance, you're going to experience more bullet spread, so you're just going to be less accurate at long range. But like I said earlier, I just did not like even going for long range shots, and so I was trying to play up close. So having a reduction in horizontal recoil, I felt just made the weapon a little bit more comfortable. I felt like I could stay on target a lot better than if I was just using the heavy barrel. I'm still using the heavy barrel, and I have some clips with the heavy barrel and foregrip attachment combination. And I just felt like I was more in control of the weapon. It may have been all in my head, though, considering that the G53 doesn't have a lot of horizontal recoil to begin with. But just the fact that I felt more in control, I think that is a huge factor, because when you play this game, you want to feel comfortable and you want to have fun, and I think that is a major part of it. But that's it for today's field test, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, or if you want to support my channel, I would appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more videos. If you would like to submit your own loadout, you can do so by leaving a comment down below with what weapon you want me to use, what attachments, what sidearm, all that kind of stuff. And also make sure to thumbs up the next loadout that you guys want me to try. But until next time, guys, have a good one and take it easy.